Hello students, welcome to another day's lecture in Elements of Machine Design. See, there was one question raised by one student, how the design of hand lever and the design of foot lever are similar. You see, because they are made similarly. You see, a hand lever, what things they are having. See, here in the bearing, this is the enlarged portion of the shaft, and this is the shaft, and on that this boss is mounted and the lever is there. Okay, up to this part both are similar. And only here, in case of the hand lever, there is a handle, and in case of foot lever, there is a foot pedal. That's all. You see how the hand lever is, and similarly how the foot lever is. You see, yeah. You see, here also it is the same. Bearing, in the bearing there is the enlarged portion of the shaft, then this is the shaft, on that the hub is mounted, and this is the lever, and only the handle is replaced by the foot pedal. So that's why all the design is similar. Okay, and anyway, these handle and this foot pedal, they are not designed but just taken as some empirical values. Today let us see the design of lever for lever loaded safety valve. See, this lever for lever loaded safety valve, see, some people say, here it is written design of lever safety valve. It is actually, it is a lever for lever loaded safety valve. See, this is a safety valve. There is a safety valve, okay, which is mounted on the top of a boiler. Boiler, what is boiler? Boiler is the vessel in which steam is prepared. Okay, it is not like it is like similar to our cooker in the house. Okay, see, a lever safety valve is used in boiler to maintain constant safe pressure inside the boiler. You see, what for, where these boilers are used in thermal stations to make steam, because after making the steam is expanded in a turbine and electricity is generated. So there it will be used, and in industries where like chemical industries or sugar plants, and textile mills and such places, no, you can find these boilers. Okay, so so boiler, the pressure should be, safe pressure should be maintained. If the pressure increases more, see, there is a chance of the boiler getting burst. So you have to keep it as a safe. If the pressure is increased, that means what? If more steam has come inside and the pressure has increased, then there is chance of getting burst. Therefore, what you have to do? You have to release some of the steam so that the pressure falls down. Okay, so therefore there is a safety valve which is mounted on the top of the boiler. There can be number of safety valves, like dead weight safety valve is there, a spring loaded safety valve is there. You see, those things we are not seeing. We are seeing only the lever loaded safety valve, because there is a lever inside and we can design. You see, it is not that we are designing the boiler, it is not that we are designing the mounting on the boiler, where it is exactly fitted, or the pipe or something. We are only going to design the lever part of it, because we are studying lever design. Okay, so see, a constant safe pressure inside the boiler should be maintained during the operation of the boiler. When the pressure inside the boiler increases than safe value, then excessive steam, whatever is more than necessary, is it blows off through the valve automatically. Valve means it's a kind of an opening, okay, where the steam goes out. The valve rests on a valve seat made of gunmetal. See, the valve seat may be made of gunmetal, and valve itself is made of gunmetal, which is fastened to the casing. Fastened to the casing means what? See, the boiler casing is there. On the boiler casing, it is tightened with the help of nuts, bolts and other things. Okay, and when nut bolts are using, the steam should not leave through the joints. Therefore, some packing material will be used. Okay, one end of the valve is pivoted at the fulcrum by a pin, while the other end carries a weight. You see, like in this figure, you see this is the, here there will be a boiler, big boiler will be there here. On that this is mounted. We are not showing everything. You see, this is the there is a pipe here which comes in which this F is showing the steam pressure. Okay, this is the valve seat, valve. Okay, this is the valve. This sits on this valve seat. Seat means the thing on which it sits. So this is the valve. Though they have shown this as the seat, valve seat, this is the valve seat and this is the valve. Okay, and then when the pressure is, you see, this is having a kind of a knife edge here, and it is not attached to the lever here at this point. And here this is a fulcrum pin. This fulcrum pin is it is fixed here. So this is the lever that we are going to design. So there is a fulcrum pin, and here is the effort of the steam, and here is the dead weight W. So this must be coming to the third class of lever, where the load arm is bigger and the effort arm is smaller, so mechanical advantage is less than 1. Okay, so this is the dead weight. Now you can increase, decrease the weight depending upon what pressure you want it. Okay, so this is the lever that we are going to design. So what are they saying here? See, the valve is held on the seat against the spring pressure by a weight force. Here it is not a spring here. There is no need of spring. You see, they are confusing between a lever safety valve and spring loaded safety valve. Okay, spring is not necessary. The weight and the distance is adjusted when the steam pressure acting upward in the valve increases than the safe working pressure. So it lifts the lever, and weight and excessive pressure is released through the valve. Excessive pressure, see what happens when the pressure is more. If F is more, it is lifted a little, and between the valve and the valve seat, there is a gap created, and from this side and this side, that means all around, in a round, see in the figure it is shown like this in V form, but it is actually a full circle. Okay, around that a gap will be there, and from that steam will escape, as steam escapes from our cooker in the kitchen. Okay, like that it escapes, and when the pressure falls down again, it will fall and sit on the valve seat. Okay, that's how it is. Okay, now let us come to design procedure. You see, this is all this I have told you only for your information sake. Nobody will be asking you what you write the procedure, how the safety valve works. Okay, now design procedure. First you have to see, if you know the pressure, the force that the steam is exerting on the valve. So what is F? F is the maximum steam force or steam load at which the valve blows off, and W is the dead weight. W is the dead weight, and you will find out the reaction R. What is the reaction R? Reaction R is, you see F is in the upward direction. This W is always dead weight, so it will be acting because of the gravity. Because of the law of gravity, it will be acting downward. F is upward. So here there is a reaction, either upward and downward, depending upon how these values are. You see, it is not necessary that it should be up, it can be sometimes down also. So here a reaction force works. That reaction force we are calling it as R. And if you take, you see, in the all the forces in the y direction, sigma of forces in y direction is equal to 0. If you, for equilibrium sake, okay, if you take it at 0, then then what, this R can be, R is F minus W. Okay, that will be the, and normally you see this value F should be more, because Okay. Normally, this value of f will be more compared to w, because w into this le will be equal to f into this x. Okay. Therefore, it will be, this will be more, this will be less. Okay. And you have to find out what is the reaction there at the fulcrum. Okay. So now suppose in the problem f is not directly given. Sometimes to make it a little complicated for the students, so they should know how to calculate the say steam force when from the steam pressure. Okay. So they may complicate it, and they, instead of giving the force directly, they may say, oh, this is the steam's pressure, and this is the area of the wall seat. Now you tell us what is the force. Okay, this is the formula. See, like pressure is equal to the load upon area. Is there? No, that formula we are using. So here F, load, steam load, is equal to pressure of the steam into area of the wall seat. So area of the wall seat then should be given. What is the diameter? They should be given. Diameter of the wall means what? See, this from here to here, this will be the D. Okay. And the area will be pi by 4 d square. And pressure, pressure means not F. The pressure means, uh, the pressure P. What is it? Then you will be able to find out what is F. You will find out F. Once you find out F, okay, this is this formula. Pressure is equal to force upon area. That this is only we have used here. Now taking the moments. Now what? You see, you take the moments. You see, you have about fulcrum F. Here they said about fulcrum P, A. They said. Okay, you say A because we are using F for this force. Okay, so now this W into Y will be equal to this F into X. See, this is the moment, because this is turning it counter clockwise direction, turning to, and it means it is trying. What is this dead weight? No, because of the gravity, it is trying to move it this direction, whereas this F is trying to move it in the other direction. So these two should be balanced. So this is the moments we have taken. And then now next what you have to do, say find F from the above equation and hence calculate the reaction at the fulcrum, or you will get it. Okay, the load W and R are parallel to dead weight. Parallel to dead weight. W itself is dead weight. R and F it should be there. R and F are parallel to the dead weight. Therefore, the reaction fulcrum will be this. Okay. Then, now design of the fulcrum pin. Now, for how do we are designing? We can design the fulcrum pin. What fulcrum pin means, here it will be a pin. Pin means what? Just like, a cylindrical piece. A cylindrical piece. Above that cylindrical piece, what will be there? Above the cylindrical piece, there will be a bush. Bush of 2 mm thickness or 3 mm thickness. Made of softer material. Like gunmetal, brass, bronze, like that. Okay, that material. Say, whereas this will be made of steel or something. Steel means not stainless steel. You see, don't assume that mechanical engineers hereafter, when I say steel, we are talking about mild steel. Only when we say stainless steel, it is stainless steel. Steel, you see, everything that, all you call, iron and whatever you are calling, लोहा करके जिसको भी बोलते हैं, वो पूरा स्टील है. क्योंकि प्योर फॉर्म में आयरन तो मिलता ही नहीं है. Pure form, the purest form, the closest closest to the pure metal what is available is called wrought iron. Okay, and all the other things are all only alloys of iron. You see, steel is alloy of iron, alloy steel is an alloy of iron, your cast iron is an alloy of iron. All these things are alloys of iron. Okay, so these are made of steel. This is made of steel. All these things including these weights and everything will be made of steel. Only the bush will be made of gunmetal. or brass or bronze. Okay, so why it is made? Because it should be little softer. Why it should be softer? So we want to sacrifice it. We want to sacrifice it. You see, some of the things, no, when we are designing, we design to fail. They should fail. You see, in this entire setup, something should fail means what should fail? This bush should fail first. Okay, why it should fail? See, like, in electric switches, you see, we use plug. We use what we call, what we are, fuse we are using, right? Fuse wire. Did you see the fuse wire? It will be a thin wire. Okay, why any electrical fluctuation comes, the fuse should blow up. So thereby, no, the electricity will stop there itself, and your fridge, your TV, your washing machine, or all those things will be safe. Okay, if you think, no, this fuse is going again and again, I'll put a thick fuse wire, and you put it, then next time, because you put a thick wire, the fuse won't go. Instead, your washing machine, your fridge, your TV, and such costly equipment, they will go. They will get spoiled. See, we don't want that. See, here also, we don't want the lever to get damaged. We don't want any other thing known to get worn out. You see, the lever should maintain its circular hole as it is. The circular hole of the lever should not get damaged. The circular hole of the that means what? The thickness of the bush should get damaged. Okay, that's why we are using a softer material, bush. Okay, so there will be a pin here. Above that there will be a bush, cylindrical bush, and above that there will be a boss. Why boss is here? This bigger circle is boss or hub we call it. Why? Because you see, this is the lever, and the lever you are making a hole. That means what? See, from the other parts of the lever, that portion where you made a hole will become weaker. If it becomes weaker, it may break there. So, see, because of the hole, what you should do, if it should not fail, there increase the cross-sectional area. What is the way of increasing the cross-sectional area? By providing the bush, the boss there, or hub there. That's why it will be like this. Okay, so then the lever. Now what are we going to do? We are going to design the pin of the fulcrum. We are going to design means finding the dimensions of the brass bush, and then we are going to decide the diameter of the hub, and also the length of the hub. Length means perpendicular distance inside the paper. Okay, and then we are going to design this this rectangular lever, rectangular cross section of the lever. That means this is the breadth, and the other is the thickness. These two things, considering the bending failure. Okay, if we design the pin here, the same pin can be used here also. Okay, this because for interchangeability, we need not be designing separately this pin and this pin. One pin we will design, and which should be designed, this should be designed, or this should be designed, this should be designed, or this should be designed. You should see where F is more or R is more. What do you think? F will be more or R will be more? And from this equation, F is more or R is more? F only will be more, is it not? Unless R is in the other direction. Okay, anyway, you see to it. Accordingly, you have to design. Okay, come, let us design the fulcrum pin. The fulcrum pin design. Okay, assume that dP is the diameter of the fulcrum pin, LP is the length of the fulcrum pin. There is an empirical relation between these two. Earlier also we have seen in design of bell crank lever, length should be 1.25 times for dP. But that means what? 25% more. Okay. So this is what you are going to use, and when you are designing fulcrum pin, we design considering the bearing pressure. Why? Because there is a localized compressive stress, and that is with relative motion. Therefore, the bearing pressure we should consider. Okay, bearing pressure. Bearing pressure formula is, bearing pressure is load upon resisting area. Resisting area is dP into P. This is the projected area actually. Projected area you use in two cases: compressive stress and bearing pressure. So this is bearing pressure, therefore projected area. Projected area is simply a rectangular area. dP into LP. Here wrongly he has put 2 times LP. Okay. And then from the above equation you can find out LP and dP. Okay. Then design of the pin at the wall seat. Wall seat means where, see, this is the design of the pin here. You see, here we have designed a pin, here another pin we are designing. Both are similar. See, actually, if this F and R, not much difference is there. Suppose this is, 9,000 newtons. This is 9,100 newton or something like that. Yeah, what is the fun? Not much difference is there. The same pin can be used. If the same pin is used, it will be good for easy for designer also, and also for replacement also. See, suppose now they wanted bushes and other things. No, same size bushes here and here you can use, same size pins you can use, so there won't be any problem. So we need not be finding diameter and length of the pin for the wall seat also. Okay, you can simply write, because the F and R are not much difference is there, same pin that we have designed at the fulcrum can be used. Otherwise, if you want to still design, you can design the same thing like design of pin of the wall seat is dP LP and the same empirical relation, and then considering the bearing pressure again, this is the formula, and from this LP and dP can be found. Okay, next. Checking the pin in shear. You see, now it breaks not only in bearing, it fails also in shear. Shear means it will, you see what is the pin? Pin goes through the lever and it is supported on either side. On either side it is supported, but if the load on the lever is more, what will happen? This pin may cut on both sides of the lever. Okay, so that is shear stress. So shear stress induced in the pin is load upon the area. Area is 2 times the cross sectional area of the pin, because it is double shear we are using this 2. So double shear, and the cross sectional area is pi by 4 dP square. Okay, so what pin? We are designing the pin of the fulcrum. Okay, the same thing works for wall seat also, but if they are both of same size, no problem, do once and leave it. Okay, now through this formula what you will find out is tau I. Tau I is the induced shear stress. This should be less than the shear strength of the lever material, which is given in the problem. So you should write a statement here: since tau I is less than tau, the design is safe. Okay, like that you should write. Then next is diameter of the boss. Diameter of the boss of the lever, as we have designed in the bell crank lever, what will happen? Above the pin there will be bush. Above, see, this is the pin diameter. Above that bush is there, therefore 2 into 3. 3 is, 3 is the thickness of the bush. You can take 2 or 3. If it is 2, it will be 2 into 2. If you are taking 3 mm, it will be 2 into 3. Okay, so the bush of brass or gunmetal we are using, so the internal diameter will be dP plus 2 into 3. Okay, and DO can be given as 2 times of dP. This is the empirical relation. See here, no, dP is equal to length of the boss. Yeah, LP is equal to length of the boss. That is equal to LP. This 20 should not have been written, because we have not found out anything 20. Okay, this is something wrong. Okay, this 20 is wrong. You don't consider this. LP, whatever LP we have found out before, that only will be the length of the boss also. Pin length and boss's length will be same. Okay, actually pin will be more than this, because it should come out of the boss and it should be supported on either side of the lever. Okay, but anyway, as far as this problem is concerned, as they have shown here, both are same, you write. Okay, so then the design of the boss also is finished, and And then let us come to the design of the lever. The design of the lever design means what are we designing? This is the lever. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is the lever. This is the lever we are designing. See, it may fail in bending because of the weights, either this weight and that weight, because of the weights it will bend. Okay, and in bending it may fail. So design of the lever, considering the rectangular cross section, it can be elliptical cross section, circular cross section, I cross section, or this elliptical, I beam, or rectangular. Normally that is used. It is not taken circular or square because we want to take the advantage of this height. You see, because section modulus, here section modulus, you see, this is the section modulus 1 upon 12 dB square upon B2. See, actually 1 upon 6 dB square. So as much B is there, to the power of that will be section modulus. Then only section modulus will increase. Section modulus means this Z. Okay, so it should not be circular. It should be, on the height side, it should be more. Okay, so design of the lever. And what is the relation? B into T, B is the width and 3 times of thickness. This empirical relation we use. You see, when we are designing, you can see that this is tapering. This is big here, and as you go this side it is tapering. So when we are designing, B is not somewhere here or something. It will be at the hub here. That is the largest B. Okay, that only we are designing. Other things we are not designing. That can be using some empirical relation that can be fixed. Okay, so considering the rectangular cross section of the lever, assume the depth to thickness ratio is 3. That is, this is 3 times that means what? If T is 10, B will be 30. That is the meaning here. The maximum bending moment near the boss of the lever is given by, see, W into LE minus X into DO by 2. See, actually where it will break, there's it is found to break. It is found to break because here support is there, here force is there. Bending moment will be maximum at this place. Because of this load. See, it is a kind of support here, no? So in this region, the maximum bending moment will be there, will not be there. Here only it will be. So this is like working as a cantilever. So here will be the maximum bending moment. So what is the distance from here to here? This is this y minus x minus this half of dp. That will be the distance that we are using. So instead of y, that fellow put le. Okay, this is as good as y minus x minus do by 2. Do is the outside diameter of the boss. Okay, from this you have to find out the bending moment. Once bending moment is known, section modulus for rectangular cross section is 1 upon 6 TB cube, TB square. Yeah, here he has made a mistake. It should, see, z is equal to I by y. If you are saying this is I, it should be TB cube, and this B and this B should cut, and remaining what should be is B square should be there. So don't worry about this formula. You omit this formula. You see, M upon Z. Z is 1 upon 6 TB square. See, I has a units mm to the power 4. In this 1 mm is there, in this 2 mm are there, no, according to this, but it should be 3 mm should be there. That's why it should be B cube. Okay, I is mm to the power 4, whereas Z is mm to the power 3. Okay, so this is the formula. From this formula, and again you have the relation between T and B also, because we said B will be 3 times of T. That also substitute, and you will find out what is the thickness and what is the this thing. Thank you.